Good morning, Carolyn. How are you today?
I'm upset.
Why? What happened?
I've just read in the newspaper that Iran was elected to the UN Commission on the Status of Women.
So? Why do you care so much? What's the problem with that?
What's the problem? Don't you know that Iran is an extreme violator of women's rights?
So? Discrimination against women is a worldwide problem, isn't it?
Right. But I'm not only speaking about discrimination. I'm speaking about seriously torturing women in Iran. For example, according to Iran's penal code, a girl who is found to have committed acts incompatible with chastity is sentenced to stoning.
What does that mean?
It means that the girl's hands are tied behind her back as she plays seated in a pit. The pit is then filled up to her chest with dirt. At that point, people are invited to murder her by throwing rocks at her.
Wow. That is horrifying.
Yes, it is horrifying. Not only that, but to ensure the maximum amount of pain and torture, the Iranian government has mandated the size of the stones that are to be used. By law, the stones must not be too small to prevent ultimate death, nor must they be too large that they could cause the girl's death too soon.
Wow. I had no idea.
In addition to that, women do not have freedom of any kind in Iran. For example, women cannot wear what they want. They must dress according to the mandatory dress code and being supervised by a special police who measures the length of women's dresses and even the length of the heels of women's shoes.
Wait. I don't understand. How come they are not fighting against those horrible things?
Well, they do try. But women's rights activists are being arrested and persecuted. All have been prosecuted under vaguely worded laws on security offenses.
So, what can be done? How can we help those poor women?
The only way to help them is if all of us in the free world will raise awareness of the plight of Iranian women. The best way to do this is to protest against the Iranian regime everywhere in the world.
And how can we protest against Iran for sitting on the UN Commission on the Status of Women? This is outrageous.
You are right. I heard about a coalition called Iran 2011, All Rights Reserved. They are having a side event on March 3rd at 10 o'clock at the Church Center for the United Nations.
So? What are you waiting for? Let's go.